I want to give my hot take on how to manage disappointment. I think it's the unwanted guest that all of us are going to get a visit from at some point in our lives, and here's how I would and how I do handle it. So, I think that if it is the case that you're pushing towards something that you want, or if there's an outcome that you're looking for, regardless of like what it is, whether it's a person, place, or thing, if you're putting your eggs in that basket and things don't turn out the way you want, you're gonna feel disappointed, and that's okay. But what you do with that disappointment makes all the difference. And I used to be someone who was very devastated and debilitated by disappointment. Like, it would be very upsetting. It would take me some time to bounce back from it, but I would bounce back from it, but only when I mustered up enough courage to ask myself a specific question. I bet you're wondering what that question is. I would ask myself, well, do you still want it? And I think that that's just an important question, because I think that disappointment is sort of the question mark in front of you. Like, how badly do you want this? And I am someone, if there is anything that one person could say to describe me, like if we were to sum it up in one word, that word is tenacious. I know that I am the definition of tenacious. If you go into the dictionary, any dictionary, you will see my face. I am unrelenting in pursuit of the things that I want. So when I do encounter disappointment, I know that it's just a checkpoint. It's just a checkpoint where I ask myself, like, is this actually what you want? And I think that it's just so important to have those peak moments, because sometimes you're like turning and you're not feeling any rise or low of an emotion. You're just kind of pushing forward. So you need like a catalytic moment. And in that catalytic moment, if things implode and not like go the way you want, then you get that disappointment. And with that disappointment, you get to ask yourself and answer honestly, like, is this something I really want? And anything that I typically will put my energy into pursuing, like when I ask myself that question, it is a reminder that, yeah, like I'm still passionate about this. This is what I want. How do I position myself for success? And I think that disappointment is really just asking you, like, if this is what you want and this method didn't work, how are you going to position yourself for success? And I don't always have the answer to that. And in fact, I find that as I get older and my goals get more ambitious, I am operating more and more in the unknown, where I just don't really know like how to make things happen the way that I want them to happen. And I'm happy to learn, like I'm happy to access different resources, like I'm happy to figure it out using some sort of a blueprint or some sort of a framework. But what I'm trying to do is fairly niche. It's fairly different from what I've seen anyway, and I want it to translate a very specific